皆さん、こんにちは。ウクライナ映画上映、およびウクライナ映画人支援、有志の会代表、矢田部吉彦と申します。今回、ヴァレンチン・ヴァシャノヴィチ監督作品アトランティスとリフレクション、2作品を、上映し、そしてウクライナ映画人支援の募金をクラウドファンディングとして立ち上げました。3月14日から開始いたしまして、募金は4月の12日まで続きます。皆様からいただいた貴重な募金がどのような形でウクライナの映画人の皆様に届けられるか、その行き先につきまして、今回お話しいたしそうと思う次第です。募金につきましては、インターナショナルコアリション for Filmmakers at Risk、リスク下にあるフィルムメーカーとの国際共同、国際連帯という組織、団体がオランダにございます。今回はその団体からオルワ・ニラビアさんに登場していただいて、団体の趣旨とお金の使い方等についてお話しいただこうと思います。Thank you very much for joining us, Owa san.
It's a great pleasure. Thank you very much. And thank you to everyone involved in this wonderful effort in Japan and your colleagues and everybody.
Thank you. First, could you please introduce yourself?
Absolutely. I'm Orwa Niravia. I'm the artistic director of the International Documentary Film Festival Amsterdam. Before that, I was a film producer, and also I started together with my partner, Diana El Giroudi, an independent film festival in our home country of Syria. So after we have succeeded in creating this new foundation, the International Coalition for Filmmakers at Risk, we announced it 2 years ago. It is a not-for-profit organization that brings together founding members, including the Festival of Amsterdam, Icfr, the Festival of Rotterdam, Icfr, and the European Film Academy as founders. And it enjoys the friendship and the partnership with many, such as yourselves, around the world. So I'm the chair of Icfr, and together with the other board members and the staff of Icfr, we try to be of use in such hard times now for our Ukrainian colleagues.
Thank you very much. So could you please tell us what are the main activities of Icfr?
Icfr started with no such massive tragedies in our imagination. We started the organization inspired by experiences such as my personal experience when I was detained in my home country in Syria by the regime in 2012. And I could have been still in prison until now without any legal right. I could have even died in detention or under torture. But what happened was that the international film community raised its voice all around the world. And even a brutal regime like that of Assad in Syria could not ignore the voices of film people. And to us, other cases like Oleg Sentsov, the Ukrainian filmmaker who was detained in Russia, made us think that the power that film people have is something that we should harness, that we should bring together as a community to benefit a colleague of any kind of film profession who falls under prosecution unfairly because of their beliefs or their work or their political opinion, and that as a community globally, we can help this colleague whenever they are in danger. We did not imagine that we will be dealing soon with a whole country in danger. We had this experience last year with our colleagues in Afghanistan. But in Afghanistan, it was a different support that was needed. So Icfr worked hard with many other organizations to coordinate helping film people from Afghanistan evacuate and take their families to safer places. It was a lot of work. It was never successful enough. but I believe we managed to help at least a good number of colleagues. Now with the Ukraine, we decided to act differently and create the fund for micro grants. And in this case, Ukrainian colleagues can leave to another country if that's their choice, and they can also stay, but they have certainly direct cash problems, financial problems under this situation. So we decided that the best way to intervene was to send them a message of solidarity from all around the world, from all the filmmakers and film people and film lovers around the world, telling them that we are there with them. It is not just about money, because we can only give them small grants that could help them for a short while. It is about the money in this sense, but this money has so much more power than its financial value, because it tells them that they are not alone. It tells them that we are one global family, because cinema is not a nationalistic question. Cinema is what brings us together.
Thank you. So you created the fund, and how will it be used concretely? The artists from Ukrainian will submit a need to the fund. Could you tell us a little bit how it works?
Of course, it's very simplified. We decided to do this in a way that appreciates the situation they are in. When they are in such situation, it is not the right time to ask them for details and for a big dossier or big files to send us. We can trust them. So it is a very simple application form that on the website of Icfr that they can fill briefly. It doesn't take them much time or effort. And then we have a team, including one Ukrainian coordinator of this project, who is part of this community in Ukraine and knows most people and have good contacts. What we do is that we double check that this person is truly a film professional from Ukraine and that they are a real person. We do not inquire or require a lot of conditions. It is not a lot of money that we give. We give grants of 1,000 or 1,500 euros per person per application. So all we need to do is to make sure that this person is who they claim they are and that they are a real film colleague. Doesn't matter if they are very experienced or beginners. It doesn't matter if they are a famous actor or an unknown camera assistant. The point is that they are our colleagues. They are part of our family in Ukraine.
Wow. And so far, are you receiving many requests, many applications?
We are receiving many applications. We had even to put a brief pause now on receiving applications because we have to handle the big pressure. And the main issue why we are very proud of your help now from Japan is that it is also a cash flow problem. So we have many colleagues and organizations of film around the world who are pledging donations to this effort very kindly and generously. But at the same time, our lives are not designed for emergency. It takes everybody time to collect money and to transfer money. And we are trying our best to be quick because our colleagues in Ukraine cannot wait very long, like in very bureaucratic processes. So this is why also crowdfunding campaigns like the one you are doing are key, because they bring back the actual community to support each other, and they are not ruled by massive bureaucratic processes. They are also actions from the heart that bring us together. And if I may say, dear Yoshi-san and colleagues in Japan, you know, I come from Syria. Between Syria and Japan, that is Asia. And I think that our continent, from the very west to the very east of it, we have a history of knowing very well that humanity is one connected organism. We know that. our philosophies, our thought, our different historical moments of realizing existence in this continent, we were never oblivious. We never were surprised that all humanity is one body, and that when things happen, massacres and atrocities happen in Syria, for example, this will not stop in Syria. And if it was left without with impunity in Syria, it will go to Ukraine in a few years. And if we leave it in Ukraine without sending this humanitarian message to our colleagues there, it will not stop in Ukraine, and it will go to another country then. So there is something also about all of us coming together. And I do believe in our history and philosophies of this continent, that we know that it doesn't matter if these people, the victims of such a war, look different from us. It doesn't matter if they speak different languages. We know that we are connected to them anyway, and that harming them will eventually harm us too. So we start from filmmakers as a community. We believe in cinema. We believe it is an international language. We believe that we have to cross borders and collaborate. So when our colleagues are in pain, that's the time we should turn those ideals into actions.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Owa, for your strong message. And I really appreciate your brave actions, initiative, and to get the worldwide film community together. And I'll keep on trying our best to raise more money for the donation to Ukrainian filmmakers. And I really hope that peace will come soon, and the opportunity to watch a new Ukrainian film will be right here, right there. So thank you so much, Ova, for being here with us.
Thank you, dear friend, and thank you to the team of the Tokyo International Film Festival, and to all of the colleagues in Japan who are joining in, donating, taking part.
オルワさん、ありがとうございました。